Rivers State has been navigating a complex political landscape with various stakeholders vying for influence, while the state's economic importance and strategic location have contributed to its political significance. They have also created an environment where competing interests can sometimes lead to tensions as the state moves forward. It is essential to find a balance between the competing demands of different groups to achieve this. To achieve this balance, it's crucial to prioritize dialogue and constructive engagement by fostering an environment where diverse voices can be heard and valued. The state can build trust and create a sense of ownership among its citizens. This in turn can help to reduce tensions and create a more stable political climate. On our program today, we shall be looking at the Rivers political situation and the way out. Thanks for joining us on Nigeria Today. I am Eucharia Clinton. Welcome. Now with me in the studio for the conversation is Jide Ojo. He's a public affairs analyst. It's good to have you on the program, Jide.
My pleasure, UK.
Also with us for the conversation is Atiku Abubakar Isa. He's also a public affairs analyst. It's a pleasure to have you on the program.
Thank you. Good evening, viewers.
Now, I'll start with you, Jide. Of course, Rivers State has witnessed chains of events, with the recent being the shunning of the refusal of the lawmakers to honor the invitation given by the governor, and of course the warrant of arrest on commissioners, and of course the RISIEC chairman. Now, what do you make of this entire situation, leading to this recent event?
Thank you. I've had cause to weigh in on this Rivers issue at least twice in the last 1 year. I've written in my column in the Punch newspaper my own analysis of how this whole event came to be. One of them is even titled From Genesis to Revelation, of how this happened actually October 2023. That was when this whole crisis brewed, when there was a rumor that the governor was going to be impeached, and then in order to avert that impeachment move, a section of the State House of Assembly was touched, and then the State House of Assembly has to relocate to somewhere else. And in the aftermath of that, a section of the State House of Assembly had to be pulled down by the governor on the pretext that the building have structural challenge after the inferno. And of course, we also know that there was division in the House. One member of the Rivers State House of Assembly died. Then there was 31. Out of that 31, 4 belonged to the camp of the governor, Sim Fubara. 27 belonged to the camp of the former governor, Nyesom Wike. Then you have the scenario that played out with the State House of Assembly, the local government, when their tenure ended last year, the Martin Amewule Assembly extended the tenure of the then members of the local government, the elected members, and the governor's camp kicked against it. Of course, the Supreme Court decision of July 11, 2024 came in and averted a bloodbath, because recall that after the tenure of the local government chairman and councillor ended, Governor Fubara appointed caretaker committee members. And it was in the bid to take over that the Supreme Court decision of July came. Of course, we must not forget that President Tinubu in December 2023 weighed in to mediate in this, and asked that the warring faction should sheath their sword and stop the impeachment move. Then the commissioners who have resigned, 9 of them, who have resigned from the cabinet of Sim Fubara, should be reabsorbed. and that there should be due recognition of Amewule faction. Now, of course, in October last year, the aftermath of the Supreme Court decision, St. Fubara ordered asked the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission to organize another election, which was held on October 5, 2024. That election, as well as the Martin Amewule's faction, was duly recognized by the Supreme Court decision of 28th of February, which now said, even though, these 27 members defected, the issue before the Supreme Court is about, one, the declaration. When the president mediated earlier, the initial suit that was filed by the governor's camp, he withdrew it as part of the mediation process. And that saved the day for the Amewule faction, because now in a bid to nail their coffin that they defected, because on December 11, 2023, they actually said that they have defected from PDP to APC. But now that is being denied, that they never defected. There was nowhere their names were in the APC register. But one thing we must know, Eukarya, is this is all politics. And this politics is about 2027. And it's about controlling the levers of power. Now, the Supreme Court judgment of February 28th ordinarily should have laid all the crises to rest. But it won't, because as we say in Yoruba land, you don't come back from the court and become friends. Usually litigation, the aftermath of litigation ends in bitterness, enmity, and all of that.